Welcome back to my channel, and today we have a package from our friends at Mercusys Philippines, and let us try to check what is inside this crate. And there we have it, guys. We have a Mercusys AC1200 Wi-Fi range extender model ME30. And we also have an AC1200 wireless dual band gigabit router, which is the model MR30G. And without further ado, let us try to check what are the things that are included inside this box. For the specification of the MR30G, it is actually an ultra-fast AC1200 dual-band Wi-Fi. It comes with 4 5 dBi antennas fixed and 1 gigabit WAN port and 2 gigabit LAN port. And at the same time, this router can also be configured as an AP, and it has MU MIMO and beamforming and QoS as well. For the security features, this has parental control, guest network access, wireless security, WPA PSK and WPA2-PSK, and also a firewall protection. Okay, for the specification of the ME30 range extender, it is actually a dual band range extender, and there is also a WPS button for easy one-touch setup. Guys, for my initial reaction regarding the MR30G Wi-Fi router, I was really surprised and amazed on how small this unit is. Considering this is actually a dual band Wi-Fi router, it is actually small, and I believe this is the smallest Wi-Fi router that we have unboxed so far. And for me, actually, the design, it looks great. And now for the ME30 range extender. Actually, this is a regular size range extender, a dual band range extender actually. And size comparison, okay, thickness, and okay, the size, okay. And for the other one, for the range extender, actually, I like the MR30G. Okay, now let us go with the configuration, and we will be using our web browser to configure the MR30G router and the ME30 range extender by a web browser as well. Okay, for the web management console IP address, it will be 192.168.1.1, and automatically you will be redirected to the web management console where you need to create an administrator password. For our administrator password, we will be just creating a simple password for now. Okay, and this will be 1234, and confirm password will be 401234. Then let's get started. Okay, and after that one, you will be redirected to the quick setup where you need to choose the time zone. And for us, this will be +8, for we are in the Philippines. Okay, then hit next. Then after that one, you will need to connect or select the connection type. And for us, we will just choose dynamic address, or if you want, you can choose auto detect depending on the connection type that you have. And we have dynamic IP, then hit next. Then after that one, you can also hit next after this for the dynamic IP address. And this one, for the personalized wireless settings, you can change the Wi-Fi name or Wi-Fi SSID of your wireless network. So for this one, let's try to put 2.4. And the other one, 5G. And for the password, let's try to change this one to 12345678990. Okay, and the same one for the 5 GHz as well, and hit next. Okay, SSID and confirm settings, just hit next, and it will restart the Wi-Fi router. Okay, and you should wait for at least a minute or two, then finally check if the Wi-Fi name that you have configured is already available for your Wi-Fi connectivity. So for us, we will connect to the Mercusys _5G. Hit connect, then enter the password that we have set. And okay, then after that one, make sure you are already connected to that Wi-Fi network. Then we are connected, and for the management console, let's click connected. Okay, reconnecting, and congratulations, network setup successfully now you can connect to the network and enjoy the internet. And okay, you can actually get the QR code for your Wi-Fi network. But for us, let us click finish in here. Okay, for the web management console, let us try to check what are the things that are actually useful for us. And here we have the network map, which just shows you the basic information regarding your wireless network. And for the internet and internet connection type IP address, this is our connection type earlier. And for the wireless, this is where you can actually change the configuration of your Wi-Fi network. Change the SSID name, the security, the password, and you can also create guest network in this page. And aside from this one, let's go to the advanced. For the advanced, you have the operation mode. Actually, you can use this Wi-Fi router as a router mode or as an access point. Okay, and aside from that one, for the network, you have the status, the internet, LAN. Okay, for the LAN, this is actually useful for us as well. It is the IP address of the Wi-Fi router that we have, and you can actually change this one if you want to. And also the subnet mask. And aside from that one, this Wi-Fi router is actually IPTV capable, and you can also enable or disable the DHCP server for this one. Aside from this one, you have dynamic DNS, routing, and wireless. For the wireless, let us try to check what are the things that we can do. Okay, this is just the same for the wireless settings. Okay, this is more advanced compared to the wireless tab that we checked earlier. You can change the transmit power and the channel width and the channel as well. There are a lot of things that you can do on these wireless settings on the advanced. And aside from that one, for the guest network as well. Okay, and wow, this is actually great. For the guest permission, you can choose to allow guests to see each other, allow guests to access your local network. This is actually great and will be useful if you have a web server or if you don't want your other guests to see each other on the Wi-Fi network. And aside from that one, you can also create a wireless schedule and make sure that time settings are correct before using this function. Okay, wireless uptime, repeat, and aside from that one, WPS. Okay, the WPS is actually useful if you have devices that you want to connect to the Wi-Fi network without entering the password. You just need to click the WPS button on the router and also on the device that you want to connect, and automatically it will be connected. We will be showing you that one later on how to connect our ME30 range extender. And aside from that one, additional settings. Okay, and what else? We have net forwarding and parental control. Okay, for the parental control, I believe this will be the same because as what I have seen in here, devices and internet access, and there is time limit as well. And you have also the QoS, but right now we have NAT boost enabled, so we cannot enable the QoS. If you want, you can disable the NAT boost and enable QoS. And for the security, we have the firewall, access control, IP and MAC binding. Okay, meaning that, if, for example, if you want your wireless printer to have this IP address, every time it restarted, it will get the same IP address. So you won't have a problem printing on that wireless or network printer. Okay, and right now, we have ALG, IPv6, and of course the system. For the system, here is where you can actually upgrade the firmware, backup, restore, and administration. You can change the password that you have set earlier, and also turn off the LED control for this one and remotely reboot the Wi-Fi router. Okay. Okay, for the configuration of the ME30 range extender, let us try first to connect to the SSID of that range extender, and that will be Mercusys _RE_9BF8, and hit connect. Then after that one, open up your command prompt to check the default gateway that you are able to get coming from that range extender, and type in ipconfig in here, and the default gateway that we have is 192.168.0.254, and that will be our address for the range extender. Okay, and after that one, you will be redirected to the main page where you need to create a login password for that specific range extender. And for now, we're going to type in QWERTY1234, and here QWERTY1234, and click login. Okay, and after that one, you need to choose for the 2.4 gigahertz host networks to extend, and that will be the 2.4 for Mercusys. Okay, and the password that we have set earlier. Okay, and next. Okay, and at the same time for the 5G, and it will be the same password. Okay, and Mercusys 2.4 and 5G, and confirm. And here is where you can actually change the SSID of the extended range. Okay, and right now we have here Mercusys underscore 2.4 underscore EXT, while the other one is 5G underscore EXT. Okay, same as your host network password. Then next. Okay, and you will be automatically disconnected and wait for a couple of minutes to be able to see the SSID that was created for the range extender. And right now we have here the Mercusys underscore 5G underscore EXT, and we are already connected to this one. And for the web management console, just hit done. And now connect to the extender network, then click finish and click this one. And you can also have the QR code for the range extender. And now let us hit finish. Okay, and there you go. And the reason why we showed you the configuration regarding web management console of the range extender is to actually change the SSID name of the range extender. Okay, and you have seen on how to configure the range extender via web browser. And now I'm going to show you on how to configure or connect the range extender to our main Wi-Fi router using only 2 buttons. Okay, first is for the main Wi-Fi router, make sure that it's already configured and connected to the internet. In our case, we have here the MR30G. Okay, and you'll be able to see a WPS button at the back of this Wi-Fi router. Just press that button and you will see the LED light blinking in front. And after that one, make sure that your range extender, the ME30, is directly connected to a wall outlet. And also press the WPS button at the bottom of the unit. Wait for at least 3 minutes and the range extender will be configured and it will create a new Wi-Fi SSID using the same Wi-Fi name coming from your main Wi-Fi router. The only difference is that it has an underscore EXT at the end of the name, but the password will be the same with the main Wi-Fi SSID. And now for the things that we have been waiting for, the actual test. We will test the Wi-Fi router on how far it can give us a range and speed over the internet. And at the same time, we will also be testing the ME30 range extender. And guys, for the speed test, actually we are just beside the main Wi-Fi router, which is the MR30G, and we will do a speed test for now. Okay, and I'll try to see the screen recording on my side. And right now we are only getting around 240 Mbps, and for the upload we are having around 300 plus. The reason is I think everyone is online right now and there are a lot of users connected to our internet, and we have 238 and 308 of upload speed. And we will try to go upstairs to actually test the range of this Wi-Fi router, the MR30G, and also test the range extender of the ME30 upstairs. And let us try to move on. Okay guys, and I would just like to show you that we have a thick concrete wall and thick stairs, concrete stairs. And we're going upstairs. Guys, I would just like to remind you that further away you are from the router, the less internet speed that you'll be able to get. Okay, and right now, we are on the 3rd floor or on the roof deck. And let us try to check if we are still connected to the 5G, and we are still connected to the 5G. And we're going to do a speed test in here. Okay, while waiting for this one to complete, I would just like to show you that we have placed a range extender on the door and plug it in. And later on, we're going to check and connect to that range extender. Okay guys, and right now we are getting 58 Mbps of download and 35 Mbps of upload. And let's try to connect to that range extender on the roof deck. And okay, what we have here is the EXT. 5G EXT, and the password that we have set earlier is 12345678890. Okay, and hit connect. Okay, and we are already connected, and let's ask Rai to do a speed test. Okay, our recent one was 58 and 35. That is actually directly connected on the main router downstairs. And for the range extender, let us try to check the results. Okay guys, and right now we are getting 135 Mbps of download and 106 Mbps of upload, and that is more than double. And let us try to check when we further move away in here, farther away, and let's try to connect to the main router. Okay, and right now let us try to connect to the main router, if we can still connect to the main router. Okay, and there seems to be two wire. Okay, that router is actually a powerful one. We are able to connect with two wires, but let us try to check the speed test coming from that router. Okay, and right now, wow, we are still getting an internet connection coming from that Wi-Fi router. It is small, but we are getting an internet connection. Okay, and okay guys, we are really further away from the main router, and our only speed was 5.01 download and 3.14 upload. But let us try to connect to the range extender that we have set over there. And okay, and EXT connect. Okay, and aside from that one, let's go to the speed test again and hit test. And there you have it guys. We are getting 133 Mbps of download and 66.6 of upload speed. Guys, that was really something. I'm amazed on how the router performed given the size of that Wi-Fi router. And again, for the range extender, it actually made a difference as what we have seen on the test. Even though we are getting an internet connection coming from the MR30G on the roof deck, the range extender gave us better speed and stability. And the good thing about the ME30 is that you can actually plug it anywhere around the house where you are getting a poor connection, and it will give you a better boost in range and speed. Okay, not everything is about Wi-Fi coverage. Even though we are able to cover an area where we want an internet, we will still test the latency on this range extender and Wi-Fi router. And we will do it with Mobile Legends. Okay, guys, if you're not able to see that small video, we are actually connected with the range extender on the roof deck. And we are getting a single-digit latency throughout the entire game. And of course, connecting directly to the MR30G, we are also getting a single-digit latency. Okay, now let us try to summarize the things that we have done. First is compatibility. Check. The ME30 range extender works great with the MR30G Wi-Fi router. Better coverage and higher speed? Check. As what we have seen from the speed test and range test on our roof deck. And next is features. Check as well as what we have seen in the web management console, and there is actually a lot of things that we can do with the Wi-Fi router configuration wise, and at the same time you can use the MR30G Wi-Fi router as an access point. Next is hassle-free configuration. Check. We have shown you earlier on how to configure the range extender with just 2 buttons click. And next is cost. Actually, this unit costs around 2,100 pesos, and for me that is actually an affordable bundle, knowing that you will be getting or buying 2 devices to give you a better Wi-Fi coverage. And I believe some of you want to get just the Wi-Fi router, or some will actually just get the range extender. Yes, that is actually possible. You can check your official store in Lazada and Shopee, and I'll try to include the link on the description below where you can actually buy them. And for my recommendation, I really like the design of the MR30G Wi-Fi router because it is a small unit. And for the price range, it actually performs and will improve your Wi-Fi coverage compared to the stock modem router that your ISP provided you. The only thing that I think that might actually disappoint you is it only has 2 LAN ports, and I think that is actually not a major issue because nowadays, how many devices that are you actually using that is directly connected via LAN cable? And for the range extender ME30, if you want to extend your Wi-Fi coverage without any hassle or laying a LAN cable from one location to another or complicated configuration, the ME30 will work great for you, and I will recommend both unit if you are actually in a tight budget. It will help you a lot with your Wi-Fi network. And I think that is all, guys. If you have comments and suggestions, comment down below or message me at JK Chavez on FB. And thanks for watching. Have a great day, stay safe, and bye.